We were cheering on one of our own this weekend. Our reporter, Katie Vasquez, laced up for her first ever New York City Marathon on Sunday, and it's official. She crossed the finish line. Training for months, taking on early morning runs, long miles, and plenty of determination. She joined more than 50,000 runners from around the world, tackling all 5 boroughs in her hot pink shirt, looking fabulous. Katie completed the race around 7 p.m. and now she's at home in Valley Stream resting. But she took some time away from icing to join us. Now, Katie, you are a marathoner.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. What an accomplishment. Tell us, how did it feel crossing that finish line?
It definitely felt like all of that work that I had put in paid off, because there was some time, leading up to the marathon as I was in it, that I thought, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end. But when I got there, I knew, okay, it's done. I made my dream come true.
Oh, unbelievable. And being the reporter that you are, you documented the entire journey. Let's take a look at one of the clips you shared with us.
Just past mile 13, and that's halfway through the marathon.
Still looking good, 13 miles in, but how did you feel at that point? Were you like, yes, only 13 more to go?
Yeah, I tried not to get in that headspace, because I know that I've learned from trainers that people think, oh, I'm halfway through, but really the big test is coming up when you hit that 20 miles, 22 miles. So I thought, okay, at least it's halfway done, but I really need to dig in now, because I still have another 13.1 miles to go.
I can't even imagine it. My niece ran it, and she said she cried a few times during the route. You told me you prayed, and God was definitely on your side, wasn't he?
Yeah, I almost would have missed the marathon, because I actually set my alarm wrong the night before, and I set it for PM instead of AM. But luckily, my body just woke up at the time I needed to, so I was able to get to the start on time, and I made it. And then I definitely prayed that I wouldn't have any kind of injuries after this race.
All right. Well, God was definitely watching out for you. And I just want to share one more clip at mile 20, where you say some runners hit the wall.
Just past about 20, which some runners say the street hit the wall. A few times I thought my legs were going to give out underneath me, but we're still going, and there's only 6 miles left.
Only 6 miles. So what borough was that? Was that the Bronx, or were you back in Manhattan? And was that the hardest part of the race for you?
So that was the Bronx. That's right after we get over the Willis Avenue Bridge. And I feel like that was difficult in terms of physically, because my legs started to kind of feel that shaky feeling. But I think mentally I was really worn down by about mile 23, because I was so close and I just wanted it to be done. And they kept saying, you're so close, you're so close. But it just felt like that closeness kept getting farther and farther away until we finally got to the finish line.
Yeah, what's that saying? So close and yet so far. All right, last question. Why did you set out to do this?
I don't know, years ago when I started, about 15 years ago, I kind of started getting into running, and I kind of set this as my goal, because I thought it would be incredible to run through all 5 boroughs. Normally you can't, walk across the Verrazano Bridge and things like that. So I kind of think of it as my love letter to New York City and kind of celebrating this great city.
Wow, what an inspiration. Thank you, Katie. So glad you got to cross this off your bucket list.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.